Okay, so we got word that Andrade has been released. Or better yet, let me not say been released. It's the report I'm seeing is that he just left WWE. Like, maybe he quit. Or they said something like they are no longer working together, something like that. So, it just seems like, I don't know what could have made Andrade, want to leave. It seems like Andrade was getting a little push with Rey Fenix, going for those tag titles, and then, nothing really came of that. But they was on like a little hot streak, and they was doing some cool moves. But, it looks, I actually liked it that because, it was different. It wasn't the same old that we get. So, Andrade leaving WWE made me think about something else. Where the hell has Shinsuke Nakamura been? That guy, last match was in March against LA Knight, where he lost. And even before that, Shinsuke wasn't doing anything. He kind of just won. He kind of came back, won that title, got a little heat on him, and then nothing. I thought Shinsuke was going to have a feud with Aleister Black, which would have been awesome. Shinsuke feuding with Damian Priest would have been awesome. Shinsuke feuding with R-Truth would have been awesome. Shinsuke feuding with The Miz, Shinsuke feuding with Jacob. Like, all of that would have been awesome. You could have propelled LA Knight to the top. Even though I think Shinsuke should be in that, WWE Championship range because, he's been here long enough. He know what to do. But, I thought maybe Shinsuke, Asuka, Kari, Io would, maybe start a faction or something, but they're not doing that. Shinsuke really is on the back burner. I know his father had passed away and, but that was a while ago. I just have no clue what WWE is doing. And I really think it's just creative. Creative don't know how to book a show. You have Penta, you have Rey Fenix, you have Carmelo Hayes. Like, you have all of these talents that kind of just be sitting on the back burner, except Penta. Penta came out strong. Penta came out on fire. He was even in some, championship qualifying matches. But, even Penta looks like they're about to send him to the mid card. He's on Dominic Mysterio's level. Penta should really be in that, fighting Seth Rollins and stuff. Man, WWE is horrible with the booking. WWE might have the worst booking in the last 2 years. The last little remnants of Vince McMahon after, Cody beat Roman, that was the last of Vince. And, we clearly see TKO and Triple H are ruining wrestling. Look what they're doing with that John Cena heel turn, the Travis Scott nonsense, the constant Seth versus Punk over and over again with no real payoff. And it's all about the money. It is all about the money, man. I don't even know who's buying this. After a while, once you cannot replace the parents that bring their kids to see these events live, they're going to sell out to Saudi Arabia. That's the only thing that's going to happen. Saudis are going to buy WWE and run that thing into the ground and ruin that company. Can you imagine WWE just not even being on cable anymore? Trust me, it's gonna happen. But back to Shinsuke. Man, I think Shinsuke is gonna get released. He's gonna be on the next release list. So just look out for that. Shinsuke is probably gonna be gone. Shinsuke was supposed to be feuding with Cody at one point, and they killed that. So, y'all get what y'all asked for. Y'all keep buying this stuff. Peace.